I'm the Gilmore.
And I'm a girl.
And this is
61 Things We Like About Luke Gilmore Girls. One of my many quarantine hyperfixations was Gilmore Girls, which provided the perfect low-conflict, cozy vibes to soothe me.
And because we talk literally every day, I got to hear about Chloe's TV friends who are all autistic.
Stars Hollow is maybe one of those towns they make just for elderly dementia patients, but for people with autism.
There is not a single neurotypical person in that zip code.
I wish it was real and we lived there.
I would thrive.
Someday we will make a full video about the specific ways that every person on that show is neurodivergent.
Because they are.
But for now, we would like to focus on our favorite and most autistic character, Luke Gilmore Girls.
How very out of character of us to imprint on a sad adult orphan man with autism and no social skills.
Crazy. In case you have never watched Gilmore Girls, pause this video and go watch all 153 episodes of Gilmore Girls, and also the miniseries Gilmore Girls: A Year in the Life. It's a really good TV show. But just in case you don't do that, I will give you the briefest overview that I can possibly give you, because every part of this show is so good and I can't believe I had not ever seen it before COVID hit.
It's so good.
I watched one episode and it changed me. Okay, so Chloe's quick rundown. Gilmore Girls ran from 2000 to 2007 and follows single mother Lorelai Gilmore and her daughter Rory, short for Lorelai because Lorelai rocks, and named her daughter after herself because it's stupid that only men get to do that. They live in a small town called Stars Hollow where everybody basically helped to raise Rory, and she is their special girl, and they're like a big family, and everybody is very quirky and eccentric and autistic. The local diner is owned and operated by Luke Danes, our special girl. He's been secretly in love with Lorelai for like 8 years, and we love him. You know how everybody keeps baby girlifying middle-aged men?
Mm-hmm.
When is it going to be his turn? It's now. Now is his turn.
I would say since we started watching 2 right now, it's his turn now.
Mm-hmm.
I just like him so much.
Yeah, he's just so fun.
Yeah, so we, mostly Chloe, have composed a list of our favorite things about Luke Gilmore Girls. If you have not watched Gilmore Girls, hopefully this will convince you to go binge watch it on Netflix. And if you watched it already, then hopefully you will enjoy reminiscing on the best of Luke Gilmore Girls with us. And probably I will go watch the bits that I forgot to watch after this.
Yeah, perfect.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that right after filming.
Top 61 things we like about Luke Gilmore Girls. If you like this video format and you love insane men, go watch the one we did about Derek Hale from Teen Wolf.
Yeah, top 61 things we love about this adult orphan with no social skills.
Very soon that is going to be a playlist on this channel.
Oh, as soon as this is up, it is a playlist. I run the playlist, baby.
Number 1. First up, top thing we love about Luke Gilmore Girls. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it's everything.
Number 2, Christmas burger.
That is the moment that I went, oh, this is a man I can like.
Lorelai loves Christmas so much.
Mm-hmm.
He does not do Christmas.
Like the entire town of Stars Hollow decorates insanely and celebrates every holiday, and Luke is always the only building in town that is not decorated.
It's kind of like how I come over here and I'm like, so are we doing my Hanukkah video? And you've got like 8 Christmas trees out. It's that.
Yeah.
What did you do?
We wanted something festive.
You made me a Santa burger.
It's no big deal.
Christmas burger. It's the Christmas burger. Number 3. Number 3, autistic. Yeah, we looked at that man and we said, get him an autism evaluation stat.
Number 4, owns a diner. I like this for him.
Yeah, I think it's a real good profession. Number 5, only has one outfit, and it's this.
It's this one, yeah.
I also wore flannel for the occasion, but I'm not masked, so I don't have those.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best I could do.
I'm the testosterone that the network said we had to add to the channel.
Yeah.
6, much like Derek Hale in our imaginations, likes to fish.
Number 7, kind.
Number 8, that TikTok where they said that if you told him you were autistic, he would not acknowledge it and you'd think maybe he didn't hear you, but then later on he'd bring you some articles he printed out and he'd ask you if the lights were too bright in the diner and he'd offer to turn them down.
I have never seen a more accurate TikTok.
I mean, he doesn't do it for any of the autistic people in the diner that he hates, which is everyone.
Yeah, but if he liked you, when Rory gets her autism evaluation, he will be doing that for her. Number 9 has never seen a movie. That's such a good character trait.
I haven't seen anything.
People always say that.
Well, with me, it's true.
Casablanca?
Nope.
You have never seen Casablanca? Are you kidding?
I saw Mr. and Mrs. Bridge.
Oh, my house, 8 o'clock. We have such work to do.
I'll see you there.
I just have to think about that for a minute. 10, when he fell asleep on the couch and they tucked him in so gently.
So very gently.
Tell me you didn't fall asleep during Casablanca.
No, we made it through Casablanca. He fell asleep during hard bodies.
He looks comfy there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Number 11, adult orphan. One of our favorite tropes.
Our favorite type of guy. Number 12, high school nickname was Butch. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
No notes.
Number 13, owns an official Jimmy Buffett button-down shirt because he loves Jimmy Buffett and likes going to Jimmy Buffett concerts.
Oh my god.
What?
Jimmy Buffett?
Put that back.
You like Jimmy Buffett? He's so mellow.
I've just been to a few shows, that's all.
A few shows? Oh my god, you're a Buffett head.
I forgot so many of these.
They made such a good guy.
It's such a good guy. 14, has Lorelai's wardrobe memorized.
I just think that's a fun detail. 15, brought her a kiddie pool full of trout to teach her how to fish. A lot of these are just nice things he has done for Lorelai because I think they are so tender every time.
16, doesn't know how to hug.
Autism king.
Roll the evidence.
Okay. No.
Oh, I'm not good at hugging.
Number 17, loves Rory.
18, that's not his baby, but that's his baby.
Another of our favorite tropes. When that's not technically your baby, but yeah, that's your baby.
Baby.
19, cried at Rory's graduation because that's his baby.
It's his baby. 20, hates lawyers.
21, hates realtors.
22, much like Derek Hale, he bought a building to avoid interacting with people.
He did not want to talk to any more realtors. So he just bought a whole building. 23, turned his dead father's hardware store into a diner and did not do any renovations. It is just a hardware store with a diner in the middle of it.
He put an oven in, but he said good enough. 24, lives in his dead father's office above his dead father's old hardware store because he's not fancy.
He's not fancy. 25, possibly trans. Can't prove he's not.
Can't prove he's not.
And there's evidence that he is.
26, when Lane went in for a job interview and it went like this.
Yes, she went in. He did not ask her any questions. They sat in silence for like 10 minutes and then he said, okay, you're hired. So he does not like to talk to people. 27, I like his little gloves that he clearly cut the fingers off of himself. Because he's not fancy.
He's not fancy. 20,
Possibly one of my most favorite things about Luke Gilmore Girls.
28, when he bought self-help books to help him open himself up to love.
29, when he was too embarrassed to let the bookstore owner see what he was buying, so he just handed him $100 and ran away.
What are you doing? I have to ring them up.
I'll just tell you the prices. This one is $24.99.
That high?
They're your prices.
Can I just see the book?
I'm reading you the book. It says right here. Oh wait, that's the Canadian price. It's $14.99.
Will you just let me scan the book?
When you scan the book, do you see the title?
Yes.
Then no. This should cover it.
$100? That's way too much. Take it.
30, when he listened to his self-help audiobooks while glaring at the tape player.
31, when he taught his shitty nephew how to love by quoting his self-help audiobooks.
32, when Lorelai found out his shitty nephew was reading self-help books and made fun of him, and Luke was like, yeah, but maybe they're actually really cool and good though, you don't know.
33, when he thought a male stripper was a normal mailman.
Can I help you?
Get a package here.
From who? I'm not expecting
It's a
anything.
very important package.
There's no address on it.
Have fun.
Have fun with what?
This package is for Liz Danes.
Oh, that's me.
You accept delivery?
I guess.
34, doesn't own a full-length mirror because if he wants to see what he looks like, he'll just look down.
Yeah, I'll just look down. 35, briefly had a cell phone, but threw it in a lake. Like a businessman at the end of a Hallmark movie.
I forget why he did that.
Well, it kept ringing.
36, has been carrying the horoscope Lorelai gave him the day they met in his wallet for the past 8 years.
That part was so tender.
That was very a lot to see.
She asked me what my birthday was. I wouldn't tell her. She wouldn't stop talking. I gave in. I told her my birthday. Then she opened up the newspaper to the horoscope page, wrote something down, tore it out, handed it to me. So I'm looking at this piece of paper in my hand, and under Scorpio, she had written, "You will meet an annoying woman today. Give her coffee and she'll go away." I gave her coffee.
But she didn't go away.
She told me to hold on to that horoscope. Carried it around with me. One day it would bring me luck.
Kept this in your wallet.
8 years.
8 years.
37, when he said that no man could ever be good enough for Rory because she's like Pippi Longstocking and any boy would just hold her back from lifting horses over her head. You can't lift horses over your head when you have stupid
My
teenage
shitty
boys.
nephew.
Yeah, when you have my shitty nephew trying to beat up your boyfriend.
I could do a whole video on just what I think of Rory's boyfriends. 38, has a specific day every year where he just disappears and everybody just lets him. And that day is November 30th, which is why we are filming this in November. It's called Luke's Dark Day.
It is the day that his father died. But also I think it's fun that the entire town has just accepted that,
That's Luke's holiday.
yeah, that's his special day where nobody can bother him.
And definitely that is why we're filming in November and not because we kept getting sick on alternating weeks for the past like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Not that one.
39, when he made Lorelai her own ice skating rink in her front yard because he knows that she loves snow.
40, doesn't know how to use voicemail.
41, when he tried to volunteer to help the community and everybody thought he must be doing something nefarious because he does not like to talk to or interact with people.
42 is just a quote from the other most autistic man in all of Stars Hollow, Kirk, our beloved, who says, "He's a hothead with body issues and shallow pockets." I'm not sure is accurate, but
It's such a good sentence to say about somebody.
disabled on disabled violence.
43, much like Noah, loves babies.
44, gives Lorelai manual labor for her birthday every year. He just shows up and says, "Okay, what am I doing?"
45, when he took Paul Anka to the vet and was very concerned about him, even though he doesn't like dogs because he knows Lorelai loves him. Paul Anka is Lorelai's dog.
I don't think he'd take normal Paul Anka to the doctor. 46, sponsored a little girl's soccer team and got really into it.
Very Laszlo vibes.
Yes.
47, has a secret surprise daughter who is also autistic.
48, when he worked at the Renaissance Fair.
He had a very bad time, but I had a great time. 49.
Ow, ow, ow. I'm not supposed to take deep breaths
Oh no!
or laugh or lay on my front or my left side or eat anything with sugar or fat.
It's a bad time all around.
Yeah, so I've been doing all of those. You don't know this about Luke, but he also has a lavender heating pack shoved under his flannel in every episode. It just wasn't relevant to Lorelai's journey.
49, when Lorelai and Luke went with Rory and her douchey Yale boyfriend to that boyfriend's family's vacation house in Martha's Vineyard together.
Whole lot of setup for the best part.
and Luke hid in the bedroom nibbling on a protein bar because nobody specifically told him that he could come out and eat food.
50, when he chaperoned his autistic daughter's class trip and was excited to go to bed at 9 p.m.
Me too, girl. 51, threw his autistic daughter a 13th birthday party and was bad at it.
So how are we doing? We having fun?
It's fine, I guess.
Are you cold? Maybe it's too cold in here. How many people are cold? Huh? It's a party. It's a total disaster.
You didn't plan any activities?
It's a birthday party. I thought that was the activity.
Oh, Luke.
Hey, is it normal for kids to fall asleep at a birthday party?
52, his daughter's friends call him Hagrid because he is big and hairy and lovable.
Her friends call you Hagrid.
Really? Hagrid? Wow. I don't know what that means.
He's a character from Harry Potter. Very big, very hairy, very lovable. It's a huge compliment.
53, has never been to Target. I think he would get so much overstimulation.
I think a lot about wearing my special fancy funeral shoes and wedding shoes so that my feet would hurt enough that we could leave Target at a normal time and stop touching everything.
There's just so many sensory experiences to be had.
Anyway, I feel like he would not enjoy any of that on account of the lights. 54, had to take an adult swimming class.
Oh, no, not me. No, I don't really know how to swim.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm pretty good on land, though.
And whoa! Good, Luke.
55, went through a monogramming phase. They really made up a guy, and they made him up for us.
56, he got the whole town to unite and give Rory a huge graduation going away party because that's his baby.
57, put Rory's article on the back of all the menus because that's his baby and he's proud of her and he wants everyone in town to have to read the article she wrote.
58, wore the same shirt every day for a year when he was a teenager.
59, it was a Star Trek t-shirt. This man can fit so much autism in him.
It's just imagine that a guy walks down the hallway, and he's a track star, but only for hurdles. So he's got his Letterman jacket on, but only for hurdles, and he's wearing a Star Trek shirt. And you go, "Oh hey, Butch," and he does not respond.
They made a really good guy.
Good guy. 60. Oh no. Oh God.
He hand carved her up.
Oh my
for
God.
her wedding to another man.
Oh my God, they're not Jewish. He just thought it was the most beautiful thing you could do, and then he carved a goat.
What is that?
It's a huppah.
Did you make that?
Yeah, I had some time, so...
And now that Huppa lives in her backyard. She didn't even bury him.
It was just the most beautiful thing. Oh my God.
61, and the thing that I maybe think about the most was gonna be a woman. Luke Gilmore Girls was gonna be a woman.
The network said that they had to add more testosterone.
So, Miss Amy Sherman Palladino.
Yeah.
Amy Sherman Palladino. So Miss Amy Sherman Palladino, took her pilot script, which had a woman who owned a diner, and she just kind of switched out the name and made it Luke. And I know that she said that even when they cast the Luke guy actor, they were not intending for Luke and Lorelai
Oh, he was
to
only
be
supposed to be in the
romantic
first
at all.
episode.
Yeah, like he was supposed to just be like very much side character, just like one of the residents. But then the actors had good chemistry, and they were like, yeah, this could be a thing.
Yeah.
And it's just that what if he was a woman?
They kept him around because he was, they said, a surly 30-something with the body of a fireman hidden beneath it.
Perfect. So those are the 61 things that we like the most about Luke Gilmore Girls.
I have another thing.
Yes, 62.
I like how much he hates everything that goes on in the town, and so he shows up to every town meeting specifically to yell at people during the town meeting, and everyone says, "Luke, you don't do anything." And he says, "Shut up."
Braving the
He's fighting the urge.
imminent death in their valiant effort.
For God's sake, do we have to go through this every damn year?
And the urge wins by a long shot.
I thought we were here to discuss town
issue. This is a town issue.
Excuse me, who's talking?
It's me, Harry. Luke, you've known me since I was 5 years old.
Oh, Luke, yes. Sit down.
A sense of community is so important, isn't it? It's what made our country great.
He's a really good character.
He just shows up at every town meeting.
Oh, I forgot to put in when he pushed his shitty nephew off a doll.
When he had his shitty nephew over, and instead of like buying beds, he just gave his nephew his bed and slept on the floor for a while, and then kept running upstairs to make sure he didn't have Rory up there. And that one person who draws that.
Yes.
Oh,
They
Jess,
have an AU in which Luke is a butch lesbian and Jess is her trans mask nephew, who has come to live with her and is still just as shitty.
Just as terrible. Still works at the diner like the same amount. We might have to do a short video about things I like about Jess, because I just remembered that he's employee of the month. Because he knows how to drive the forklift.
It's just also he's really into sleight of hand magic. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's just that Jess is one of those characters where mostly I think he's just kind of shitty and annoying, but then there's some specific things about him that I like so much.
I like that part so much. I like that he always wears an apron when he works in the diner, like he's really serious about it.
I liked when Luke told him his like heavy metal t-shirt or something wasn't good work apparel, and he made him go upstairs and change, and Jess came down in a flannel and a baseball. And Luke was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I thought this was the uniform." Their relationship is real good.
It's really good.
Go watch Gilmore Girls, it's really good.
It's really good.
What are your favorite things about Luke Gilmore Girls?
Who are your favorite adult orphans with autism and bad social skills who we could think of 61 things about?
Because the next one, unfortunately, might be Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey.
No, it is.
Yeah, I know.
I got the books at a bag sale, and I brought them home and I said, "Hey roommates, guess what I got?" And they said, "Oh no." And Chloe said, "Oh yes."
That was one of our more terrible quarantine hyperfixations.
Oh my god, that was before I even moved here. We were watching it over like Rabbit, like whatever the new Rabbit is. Oh, and then it was a comfort movie a little bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Might be
50
watching
Shades
that.
of Grey is something that can be so comfort movie.
You might be
Which is so unfortunate.
No, it's really bad. Okay. Wrap up.
Yes.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We love you. We'd like to hear your opinions. If I did this right, we should have our link tree in the description, which I just forgot to send it to you last time. I just straight up didn't text you back. Which will have all of our social medias and our email and our Patreon. And a special shout out to Simon Bethune. Thank you so much for your very long fan email with scanned pictures of Paul Bragg.
It's a really good email and we liked it very much and we keep forgetting to respond, but we will.
Our Patreon is a bit slow right now, but we're filming some things for it. We would love your support.
Currently, right now, because we've been a lot slower with our Patreon stuff because we keep getting sick and not being able to film things together, right now, if you pledge $1, you get all the benefits of like every tier. So if you have ever wanted some more of our content,
if you've ever wanted to see Chloe drunk and talking about Disney MILFs while I eat a diet of bread and water,
and I have a fancy little cocktail and some brownies, that
because our MILF consultant got caught in a fire.
Yeah. And we made a blanket for it.
Yeah.
That is on there.
Yeah, that's on there.
If you've ever been curious about our Patreon,
now's the time.
Yeah.
Because we're about to send out our holiday cards.
Yeah! Special message to our patrons and potential patrons. Make sure that if you would like one of our Christmas cards, please make sure that we have your address or an address to send it to, and we will send you a Christmas card.
They're always very good. They always end up on Chloe's fridge. The only thing on your fridge.
My parents are very proud of us.
Yeah, I love it. We love Luke Gilmore girls.
Mm-hmm. He's our friend.
He's our friend.
What about what she said about Luke, my friend Luke?
Luke?
Gilmore girls? Bedtime, baby!
Come and sit on our log. We'll have fun with Hedgehog. Noah, Chloe, Frog, and Hedge. You can be our new best friend. H-E-D-G-F-R-O-G.
We love coffee.
Yes.
That is not other drinks.
Both of us have bodies that can process caffeine the correct way.
Mm-hmm. This is not hot apple cider.
And taste buds that also enjoy that.
I love coffee taste.
Ah. Like to get a clean shot of, Transmask Jess. That was it.
Okay.
That was close enough.